it's time to take a look at stories making the headlines in Nigerian newspapers. And I have with me a political technocrat, Dr. Dayo Kayode, and leadership and communication strategist, Dr. Ojon. Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Doctor, long time.
Gentlemen, not now. All right. Let's head straight to the papers now. We begin with the blueprint. Minimum wage implementation. Impeach defined governors. Labour tells state assemblies. Josun urges Buhari on EO for states' autonomy. And Nasarawa judiciary staff warn on showdown. Serap wants federal government to approve governor's chairman over local government funds. All right, to the front page of the Daily Trust, lecturers cut corners to get promotion. Indeed. Well, to the Business AM, investors put new brides in bonds following open market operation ban. And to the front page of News Direct, mixed reactions trail attack on Obaseki, Oba of Lagos, Mark Controller, Otudeko, others at Oshiomole's house. Senator Obende Idahosa flay attack on entourage. Obaseki broke protocol, Afegbua. To the front page of the Daily Times now, minimum wage showdown looms in states over Governor's Forum stance. No justifiable reason for states not to pay new minimum wage in Gige. Economists, others urge governors to comply with new Minimum Wage Act. All right, to the front page of the Vanguard, minimum wage governors that can't pay should be impeached. NLC alleges they all charter private jets at least thrice weekly. Meets tomorrow in Abuja on consequential adjustment. We'll be looking at that story shortly. Well, on the front page of the Daily Sun, borders remain shut indefinitely. Presidency says few strategic objectives for closure not yet achieved. It has helped check firearms influx, DSS. Right, finally, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, how Edo government organized attack by Oshiomhole knocks for national chair Obaseki over state APC. Gentlemen, we'll be looking at the story on the front page of the Vanguard, although it's on the front page of most of the newspapers this morning, talking about the minimum wage. NLC calling for the impeachment of governors who fall short or who can't pay the minimum wage. Let's look at how you view this, gentlemen. I'll start with you, Dr. Kayode. Impeachment, calling for the impeachment of governors. How do you see that playing out? Can that happen?
I think Labour should stop being acting Baba Salah.
How do you mean? We know Baba Salah
they should stop being theatrical with their followers' standard of living. Because you calling the House of Assembly to impeach governor, that means the House of Assembly themselves want to get themselves impeached.
As a state.
In the state, that's what I'm saying. Because who owns the houses of assembly? The governors definitely own it. So you see, I've been telling Labour that they should change the narratives so that the people they are dealing with, we know that yes, they too they are evolving. Because government is evolving all the time. They too should follow and evolve. Because now the federal government is saying, okay, we have done this. You go to the states. States should be able to pay. I think you understand. But states are now saying they cannot pay.
It is based on their capacity.
The issue is this. While they were, I will still come back to that impeachment or no impeachment.
Yeah.
While doing the negotiation, why were those people not involved in the first instance? Because you know that these people, they will come again with some other cunning ways. And that is where we are today now. My advice to them is stop calling for impeachment. No House of Assembly will impeach the governor because they're the one that put them there. All you need to do is occupy them. When you occupy them, they will do the needful. Because all of them, they go around with, at my area, Alagbuli, 2 weeks ago, I saw one of them driving. I was amazed. 2 ambulance buses following just one person. where thousands of people are looking for health facilities and they couldn't get. And then you are saying they should impeach. Stop being practical. Please, occupy them if they refuse to pay.
Occupy them. Well, let's get Dotun's perspective to this now. Impeachment impossible?
Yes, it is practically impossible to have the House of Assembly of any state to impeach the governor because of issues like this. Because the first thing you ask yourself is that, are the members of the House of Assemblies across the nation in tune with labor? Are they in support of labor? If the answer is no, then how do you get them to impeach the governor because of the demand of labor? There's been too much of disconnect between the governors, and I mean the people governing us, and the governed. Because for me, with the little mathematics I know, and with the reality of governance that I understand, I think it's going to be unfair for any state governor or state government to say that they cannot pay 30,000 minimum wage. Even the Labour Minister is saying it's not justifiable, not a justifiable reason. It is not. When a governor comes on the air and tells the people that, oh, I cannot pay, it actually advertises the ignorance of such a people. And in all honesty, all we need to do is, you don't even need more money to pay some of these allowances. Check it. What is the percentage of the workforce in each of these states? How much do they take home? Then check the percentage, and check also the percentage of what the political class at the end of the day earns. And when you are appointing, the governor has the prerogative to have 15 ministry. You can create 20 ministry if you like. You can have 4 ministry. The most important ministry, as far as the constitution is concerned, is justice. So you can decide to even have 3 ministries if you so desire to run a compact government that will actually produce results. So if we look at the amount of money that we waste here and there through the political class, then I think it's something to be saddened about.
Are they willing to cut costs? Are they willing to check this waste? The issue, that is the issue. But how should Labour move on from here now?
That's what I'm saying. You see, without Labour removing that speck from their eyes to show them, they wouldn't know that speck is there. Look at the brilliant submission you just gave now, okay? About the amount of money that goes to the political class, and now it can be reduced. So funny that a PA to a governor is also having a retinue of about 25 PAs, and there will still be any money, and they'll be hanging on him every day. All these things are wastage. Cut all these things. Then you will be able to have enough money to pay all these people. Then there are a lot of things you can also do that can generate money. I mean, they're just being, there are some ways
thinking outside the box, like the vice president.
Do you understand?
I have repeatedly said it that one of the best ways that any serious government can actually use to make money is not the style we use here presently, especially with the present government. I think the mindset of the government of always wanting to have more money is actually robbing them of the need to provide service. When you provide service in a nation of 200 million people, you are not only going to set standard for capitalists in your nation. For example, if I have in my investment in transportation, I am setting a standard for all that people to follow. That's number one. Number two, you will also take money from the people and give it back to them and make your economy viable.
All right, gentlemen, we have to leave it at this point. Thank you for your contribution on the newspaper review this morning.